Hey guys, welcome back to another video. As you can see, today we are finally in front of my Hoya cabinet. I don't even remember the last time I did like a dedicated Hoya video, and that's just because after hoyapocalypse, I was like, I have nothing to offer in the YouTube space regarding Hoyas. But I'm not as terrible at growing them as I always say I am. I really just truly know nothing about them. I don't know how to tame them. I just stick them in here, give them some water once in a while, and just hope for the best. But truly, that method has been working because they are growing like crazy. So I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know what the end game is with my Hoyas. Like with so many of my aroids, like I know the goal that I have for it. I know the leaf size I want to see. With my Hoyas, I don't know. I don't know what that is. Like I have Hoyas for, I guess, the overall aesthetic of them. I guess learning how to trellis them nicely, but like in terms of like how many leaves are too many leaves, like how big is too big, like I truly, I don't know. I don't have an end goal for any of my Hoyas really. And so they're kind of just growing and growing and growing, and now I'm getting overwhelmed. And I honestly was thinking about getting a second Rudsta cabinet. I was gonna maybe do like a double layer Rudsta over Rudsta situation, but I was like, you know what? No. We're not doing that. We are not gonna have another Hoya cabinet. So instead of expanding the cabinet for the Hoyas, I'm actually going to downsize, and I'm going to sell Hoyas or give away Hoyas. I'm gonna chop Hoyas down, and I think that's what today is. I don't know. Honestly, you guys, I got ready, I turned on the camera. I knew I was gonna do something Hoya related, but I don't really actually know exactly what we're doing here today. So anyway, I think where we can start is I will just plug in some videos or I will plug in a video showing you guys kind of like what's going on in here, just because I don't want to take the camera off the tripod. I'm lazy. So here's what is going on in there. It's a lot of stacking. It's a lot of intertwining, a lot of vines growing everywhere. There were vines growing under the lights. Like, it's just too much. So I kind of wanted to at least show you some of the really cool growth that I've had lately in this Hoya cabinet, ones that I'm kind of excited about right now. But I think the plan is basically going to be to empty out the Hoya cabinet, kind of show you who I'm going to be getting rid of. I'll probably chop on camera. I'm not 100% sure yet. I didn't want today to be too long. So let's just get started, I guess. So I'm gonna take this driftwood out. I kind of just like put it in there for some sort of appeal and to sort of kind of cover a bit of this grow light like from the top, but it's not working too well. Let's start with this guy. Oh my gosh, I need to water. First guy I'm going to take out is my Euphorbia balsamifera, which is currently in its shedding phase, and that's because I am overdue on watering. I went into the whole like spiel with this guy. If you let it dry out, the leaves die off faster. If you kind of keep it wet, it hangs on to those leaves a lot longer. I just think that, I don't know, I just repotted this not too long ago, and I think I already just need to get it into something bigger, because at this rate, I am watering twice a week, and that's just too much. That's too much. But it's growing so much. Like, it's actually getting so tall now. I can't believe how tall it's gotten. I do think that this is gonna eventually make its way out of my Hoya cabinet. I was thinking of trying to grow it somewhere out in my living room. I should have honestly taken advantage of the summer sun, spring and summer sun on my windowsill, because that would have been a really great place to grow it. So I'm not 100% sure yet, but it's a little bit too large for this cabinet now. And that's just where we are. But if you guys watch back, when would I have gotten this? I think I got this in 2021, or maybe it was 2022. Sorry guys, I can't remember, but like all of this, like it was probably down to here. So all of this up here is brand new, and it's getting really, really squiggly and like wonky, and it's just like turning into the Forbia balsamifera of my dreams. The next one within my eyesight here is this Hoya coriacea. I just said that, coriacea. Ooh, this one is not looking too hot. If this is spider mite damage, I'm gonna scream, you guys. Or it was just from being squished up against, no, is that spider mites? Cool. I have spider mites in the cabinet, that's perfect. We love that. So anyway, this is getting really, really tall. I actually have never even seen these leaves before on it because all I can see is down here. This was growing up basically up against the light. But this one, if it wasn't so bleached, this is not sun-stressed. If it wasn't so bleached, it would have been really cute because it's got this little splashy splash. But I'm really not liking the way that this is growing. So I think this is gonna be one that I get into maybe a bigger pot and then chopped, because I'm not trellising this. I'm just not gonna do it. This one is always a good one to show you guys, and another reason why I want to prioritize like cleaning out the Hoya cabinet is because this thing is getting blocked in terms of the light, because there's so much sort of like overgrowth up at the top. And this is a plant that I want to give priority to in terms of getting like really good light. But like these two are brand new. This one's like still really, really soft. But sorry, this is my philodendron Hoya Nicholsoniae New Guinea Ghost. This is probably, I would say, the fastest growing Hoya that I have in my collection. I've talked about it a few times. This one has just kind of like exploded over this last year. I do not intend on chopping this one. This is one that I am trying to get really, really full and big and bushy and amazing. Maybe once it outgrows this trellis, I'll size up one more trellis to the biggest size, and then my stomach, and then I think after that, once it's outgrown the largest size, then we're gonna have to like scale it back a bit. But we're not there yet. I want this thing to get huge. Sorry, it's kind of hard to show it to you without spilling everywhere because all of the leaves are facing upward, and I kind of wish I was filming out in the living room today so that I could show it to you in natural light. But yeah, maybe, well actually I just repotted this not too long ago. Roots are nice and healthy. I was gonna say I could like repot it into something larger now, but there's a few new leaves on the way. I can see 1, 2, 3 new leaves coming out. Oh geez, 3 new leaves coming out, so I don't really want to touch it. I'm gonna turn this light down just a smidge because I feel like it's like washing out. Oh god, I feel like it's washing out the Hoyas. Okay, the next one is this Hoya lacunosa mint coin. I could totally be lying about that ID. I said that I was gonna label all my Hoyas and then I just never did. But I actually don't remember how big of a cutting this was. Maybe I'll go over here. I don't remember how big of a cutting this was when I got it, but it wasn't very large. And I wanna say it's probably tripled or quadrupled in size. It's sort of like pushed out a bunch of new growth points down one of the stems, which has made it look really bushy. This is one that I feel like it probably would look really nice on a trellis, but I kind of like it trailing. It's just getting a bit much, and it's weird because like it's like bushy like all right here, and then it's a little bit sparse up here. So I'm just a bit confused. I don't know if I just like wait it out and let these grow a little longer so it fills it in, but it's looking a little cray right now. This could probably use a repot just because it's getting a bit root bound in here. It dries out really, really fast. But I think I need to wait. I think I need to like figure out who's gonna come out first, because I need to see like how big of a vessel I can even fit into here if I go a size bigger, 2 sizes bigger. So yeah, that'll be on my Hoya to-do list at some point. I have not taken any of these plants out in ages. I just don't even realize how big they've gotten. This one has two arca trellises hanging on for dear life. So this is my Hoya pachyclata. I think that this is one that I'm gonna have to chop back. Like this is too much. Like I would honestly be happy with like a really teeny tiny plant of this again. I don't think that this is one that I need like this massive thing. I mean, I do like it. It's really like, it looks nice, I guess, but it's just, it's too much. It's too much right here. So I'm gonna actually set this one aside this way because I think that I'm going to chop this back down like really small and kind of start over with a small plant again, because I don't know, this is doing way too much. Quick little feature, I'm not really going to be doing anything to this one. So this is my Hoya matild. I have it on an arca trellis as well, and this one's been growing pretty okay. I wouldn't say that it's been growing like super crazy fast, but it's growing at a speed that is it's good for me. It's good for me. It's enough growth to keep it interesting, but not too fast that I'm getting overwhelmed. And the nice thing with like these coin-like Hoyas are that I can really just like keep going and going and going and going. And then when it fills up, I can always extend upward, like add on another trellis in the back or like a taller one and then do it again. It's growing really nicely. It has a really nice growth pattern. So hopefully I did the trellis thing right on this. It seems to be happy. None of the tendrils have died, which is great. But I do need to water. Oh, Millie. Millie, girl, you went to preschool?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, what did you do at preschool?
I played so many things.
You did? Did you make a friend? Yeah, what's your teacher's name?
Miss Taylor.
Miss Taylor?
We take a bubble bath in the house.
Okay, maybe after Christmas, okay? Auntie will come and we'll have a sleepover at Mima's house. Yeah, what was in your lunch bag?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, I'm so proud of you that you went to preschool all by yourself.
Are you going to talk to her more, or are you all done?
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Sorry. So, today was Millie's first day of preschool and I am mentally unwell. It's just all too much for me. Okay, so, this is, a new leaf. Would you look at that? Oh, it's so brand new. Look at this. This is my Hoya Coensiorum Thailand, and I got it as a one-leaf cutting. These two have grown in my care and they're just so delightful and delicious. I don't know why Pudge is pacing around everywhere. This one is still expanding. It would be nice if it was like somewhere around this size or bigger. But I really hate the way it's trellised. This is so ugly. I'm not, you know, I just wish that Hoyas grew like compact, like just, why the crazy long tendrils? You know, why the long runners? Like, what's up with this? Why do I need this? I don't want that. I don't want it. I just want it all to be compact and cute. I wish everything could grow like the matild. This is just too much for me emotionally and mentally. Okay, so maybe after this leaf hardens off, I'll get this tamed, but that's a job for another day me. Okay, Dioscorea, oh no, you see? This is how it happens, y'all. This Dioscorea, I'm telling you, it will choke anything out if given the opportunity. I just put this Dioscorea in there yesterday and it's already wrapped around my other Clemenciorum. Okay, we're gonna detach. That is not very nice. I just showed you guys my Dioscorea, so we're gonna skip over that. Here is my Hoya Clemenciorum non-Thailand, and this one is pushing out a new leaf. I really want to get this one as close to the grow light as possible because I want it to get really, really crusty and like sun stressed more than this one. I want to see some of that like burgundy and red on it. But this one is just like also growing pretty quickly. I grew these two in my care over the last, I think I've had it for 2 months now. It grew underneath the grow light, which is why it got all fried up here. But I think this is one that I'll probably either get on a trellis or even just like a stake, like a support stick or something. The stem is pretty hard and it kind of seems like it's gonna be self-supporting for a bit, but I'm not really sure once this new leaf comes out. But I feel like I'm having such a hard time showing you guys some of the details of these leaves without spilling all over the place. Okay, this one's not doing well. It kind of looks like we had the beginnings of 2 flowers right here and over here. By the way, I think this is a Hoya viola. It's another one that's not labeled, but this stem over here is dying. This one up here is just way too close to the grow light, if not just right on the grow light. This one's kind of giving me the ick a little bit. It's interesting. This looks like a totally different plant, this leaf right here. I am really hating the way this is growing, so I think I'm actually gonna chop this back down to like maybe a 2-leaf plant and just go from there, because it's not bringing me a whole lot of joy, but it is sort of like a nice, it is a nice Hoya to have. I don't find it that difficult. It's just, it dries out so fast. Actually, everything in here dries out so freaking fast. Okay, this one is a little bit tricky because the tendril is growing underneath the light. So this one is my Hoya undulata. This is, I would say, one of my more dumpstery, ancient dumpster Hoyas. I've grown a ton of leaves now. It took a while to kind of get started, but it's growing fast. And some of the new leaves are humongous. Like this one is brand new down here and it is massive. All of these up here are growing right up against a grow light and they look a little too dumpstery almost, like kind of yellowish. Like look at that. I don't like, that's bad dumpster. This is bad dumpster. Down here, good dumpster. That one seems okay though, but these two look pretty terrible, and you can kind of see some of the tendrils are drying out. This one's drying out. This one's just kind of crazy. This isn't one that I am super keen on cutting back just because I love it a lot, but at the same time I don't think it's sustainable really to have a Hoya this large in here. So I might need to give it a chop maybe up here. I do think that there is a bit of demand for the Hoya undulata, so this is one that I probably will also chop. Hoya linearis is still kicking somehow. I found this to be a pretty low maintenance, low key Hoya to grow when I first owned it, but over the last year or two, I have not had that experience. This thing just like drops leaves like a hot tamale, and like I have all these empty stems and it's truly kind of a pain in my butt, but it was my first Hoya that I ever owned. Not this one specifically, but the linearis in general. It was the one that I was like, I'm only gonna have a linearis if I'm gonna have a Hoya, only the linearis, like, because it doesn't really seem like a Hoya. But I don't know. This is what we're looking like right now. It doesn't look terrible, but also isn't like the best. I don't know. This is a plant that got a lot of attention on my YouTube when I first showed it. This is a hoya-stress that is like unusually large. Like, I've not seen many hoyas this size, and this is just wild. I can promise you that my goal with any of my hoyas is to not grow them this big. Like, this is too big. This is too much. This is great. I love this. So I grew this leaf. She's a much more manageable size. She's really cute. They're like mama and baby. And it's still really veiny and gross and nasty, but still has, you know, even though it's on a much smaller scale, I actually really love it and wouldn't mind if all the leaves were around this size. I absolutely do not need a leaf this size, ever. Guys, I really have to repot this. I'm so scared to though, because every time I have repotted, it has gone downhill. This is my Hoya Serpens Splash. Probably one of my favorite trailing Hoyas, just because it's just so precious and cute. It's been living in moss for a really long time, and in like the past when I've tried to repot this, it hasn't liked any substrate. It's only liked moss. But like, we can't live in here forever, guy. Like, just come on. Like, what's happening here? Ideally, I'd love to get this into like a tree fern fiber soil mix or something, but I'm not really feeling all that confident about moving it. So I think maybe next year, I'm gonna try and push it for as long as I can, but maybe next year I'll do like more of a soily moss mix, like maybe heavy on the moss, like really chopped up finely, and maybe it'll like aid in that transition. But for now, it's just living in here. It's very happy. I don't have the courage to move it at the moment, because last time I did that, it dropped down to nothing and I almost lost it completely. So gonna skip my pseudorhipsalis. That's nothing new. Whoa. I just spilled. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. This is my Hoya Wilbur Graves. It's reverted. A reverted Wilbur Graves. This is a cool one. Not bad, not bad. Needs a trellis, needs something. Honestly, I'm happy with this right here. Down here. I feel like this is all I need. I might just cut up here and propagate it. By the way, I'm giving my mom first dibs on all of these Hoyas because she's gonna be here in a few days. Whatever else I don't just give away, I will likely sell through Lauren if she wants to sell it in like an upcoming live sale. But for all my Hoya lovers, we might have a little cutting of this maybe coming up soon. Oh, finally. Okay, so my hoya-stress Splash. This one was a one leaf cutting for what has felt like eternity, and it looked like on the stem that something was gonna happen for literally the longest time. It was like this like little green bulge, and it was giving me blue balls for like, I don't know, 6-7 months. And finally, these little things are growing, and they look so funny. Like, they don't look like they would be a heart at all. Like, look at the shape of it. What you doing, buddy? And it kind of looks like, if you look down at the base, it kind of looks like there's gonna be like 2 or 3 more separate stems that form. But yeah, we'll kind of see. We'll see how this goes. I've never seen a new hoya-stress leaf, so I'm pretty excited about that. This is something, I want to call everything a Hoya viola. The ones that I don't know, I'm just like, oh yeah, viola. So we're gonna call this one a viola too. I don't know what this is. I know that I got it from Alice though, and I think I got this one as like a one leaf cutting. Yeah, like a one leaf cutting, so all of these have grown in my care. Not quite sure what the plan is. It's still a little small, so there's a chance I might just get a little coffee stick and just prop it up so that it's not leaning, but it's cute. I don't know who she is. I feel like I have like a good amount of plants that sort of look similar. They're like crocodile-y, reptile-y looking, but not quite like super ancient dumpster. Like, they all sort of look similar. So this is one of them. Don't know what it is because I never labeled it, and that's what it is. This one is really cool. This is a Hoya that whenever I bring it out, I'm like trying to influence you guys to get it because I feel like it's really underrated and it doesn't get a lot of love, but it's such a cool Hoya. So this is the Hoya erythrina. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but look at how neat it is. It's got these sort of like, they're not like ruffled edges, but like kind of like wavy, some of them, like these wavy edges. And then it has like really dark veins, a little bit of splash, and it's not like protruded or anything. Well, actually it is a little bit, but the leaf feels very, very smooth. You can see a lot of that venation in the back, but it's a cool looking Hoya. Like, if not one of my favorites in my collection, which might be kind of surprising to some people, but I find this leaf to be like pretty unique, and it has like such a cute growth pattern. It tends to like push out these little clusters. It'll be like cluster, runner, cluster, runner. Like you can see down here, it was like 2 and then 3 and then 4. I can see, what was that sound? I can see a growth point activating up here and another one up here. I can actually see a new leaf coming out. So yeah, it's doing well. Here's what I don't quite understand, and honestly, I just might give this whole thing to my mom, but this is the Hoya polynura broguette, and I have 2 plants of this because Alice gave me one. I chopped it into like 3 pieces. So this plant and my other cutting, they just come out so yellow, and it's not even like it's getting a ton of light. Like my other one is just growing on my living room shelf. There's like barely any grow lights touching it or like casting over it, and it's like this bright sort of bleached chlorotic looking leaf. I don't know what that's about, but not super enjoying this one at the moment. I do like it. It was one of my wish list Hoyas for a very, very long time, but I don't get her yet. We're kind of like butting heads right now. I'm gonna skip over a few that I've just shown you in recent videos. Here is another Hoya who I have no freaking clue who it is. It's just categorized under that thing I was telling you, the reptilian looking ones that all kind of are similar but not quite. These two grew these two grew right up against the grow light, and it's really, really bleached. I have no idea how to determine, like with Hoyas, like which ones sun stress and which ones just bleach and get really nasty under high light. I almost feel like you just have to kind of find out yourself, which isn't the funnest, but again, I'm not really like in awe of my Hoyas. Like, I'm not trying to grow and keep to every single leaf that I have. Like, I just really want to enjoy some of them. Like, if they push out a really nice leaf, like I'd be happy even just keeping that one leaf. I don't necessarily need the whole plant. This is kind of one of them. I feel like I could probably chop it like right here, maybe just keep these 2 leaves and then kind of offload the rest. By the way, guys, I'm feeling like very low energy today. I don't know if you can tell that I'm just like sort of getting through it. I don't have a lot of pep in my step today because we had family over from California all weekend. We drank so much. I have not drank like that in so long. And I feel like I'm just like hungover, like still hungover, even though I didn't drink last night. And I just feel so sluggish. And I'm like, wake up. Anywho, that is why I sound like a teacher who does not enjoy the subject she's teaching right now. This is my Hoya finlaysonii. Allegedly, I labeled it one day and was like, Finlaysonii? Sure, that's who you are. Got this one from Lauren over at North Shore Tropicals. It was just these bottom leaves when I got it, I think maybe it had like 3 leaves. All of this has grown in my care. I quite enjoy this one. I know that it kind of looks similar to all the other reptilian ones that I've just shown you, but I don't know what it is about this one specifically. I feel like the camera is not, and the camera and the lighting specifically is not doing this plant justice. But this is not one that I want to chop. I actually would rather trellis this and get it tamed and try and get some more leaves on that baby. Hoya thomsonii, not too much to report. It's growing. It's grown like a few leaves since I chopped and propagated it. Don't know what this is. Hoya Chicken Farm. This is a newer one. I have a sentimental attachment to this one because I grew it from a stick, a leafless stick, and I was doubtful in my ability to do so. And yeah, now she's like a full plant. Although these new leaves look a little bit sickly, I might just chop it, I don't know. This one, this one was one of my first ancient dumpster Hoyas. This tendril is doing too damn much. Control yourself. Whoa, this new leaf back here is huge. Okay, wow. So, Hoya callistophila, as you can see, it is flowering. That is the epitome, this right here. That is the epitome of why I hate Hoya blooms. It triggers every ounce of trypophobia in my body. But someone made a good point, and that's why I've kept it on here, because this is one of my favorite Hoyas, the first time it's ever flowered for me. And someone made a comment in my video and was like, well, if it's the clustering of the Hoyas that bother you and not the flower itself, why don't you just like wait until it blooms? Or I don't even know if I could start doing it at this point. I'm kind of scared to touch it because I feel like if I snap some off, it might make it react weird. But they were like, you could wait till it opens and then cut off most of them and just leave like 3 or 4 of them together, and then it won't bother you. So we're gonna see what these look like. I didn't want to Google it and find out what the flower looks like. I kind of just want to be surprised. So yeah, she's flowering. She's pushing out some monster leaves. This one is still super, super soft. This one is brand new as well, but she's just growing like crazy. This is one that I probably could afford to chop back, but there's a part of me that's like, I also don't want to chop it back because I really like how big and bushy it's gotten. But yeah, she's really, really fun. This is one that I kind of want to get somewhere up here to enjoy it more if I have space. But yeah, the second to last one here. Hold on. Second to last one is a Hoyapocalypse. This is probably the most common Hoya that you can get. But I think I've outgrown it. I think I have way more Hoyas in my collection now where I'm like, I don't really need to hang on to this. I just have kept it for so long because I've had it for so long. Alice gifted this to me a while back and it's grown quite a bit. I have trimmed it back maybe once or twice, and I just think it's time to pass the torch. I do think that I'm going to just sell it or, you know, gift it away like this. I don't really want to touch it. Yes, I would love this trellis back, but I don't know. I feel like this Hoya has just like made a home on it, and I kind of feel bad to remove it. So if my mom doesn't want this, this is another one that I'm going to let go of, but it's just time. And then the last one is the grand finale. My big girl Hoya avobada. I don't know if you guys remember, I acquired this at the end of 2021 after Christmas in California, and this is just, it's like quadrupled in size, if not more, and it's just constantly growing. It has so many new leaves on the way. I don't know what the plan is with this. I actually took to me and Alice's Discord to get people's thoughts on what I should do, if I should try and do like a DIY trellis, if I should chop it back, if I should upsize it, let some trail. I was just like, help, I don't know what to do. And I can tell you now that after some time has passed, I still don't know what to do. My thought, my like initial gut instinct, I guess, is to like do more of like a DIY pull with metal so that I can tame each individual stem on its own. It just seems like such a daunting task that I'm like, maybe I'll just try and attach another pole to it and see how that goes. She doesn't need to be repotted just yet, but the roots are so stinking happy in here. Like, if this is not a testament to how well plants can grow in no drainage if you understand your conditions, understand things you're using, understand your watering. It'll do fine, because this has been growing in no drainage for almost 3 years now. So yeah, this is another one that is kind of stressing me out at the moment, kind of in a good way, kind of in a bad way. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it. It's really nice seeing how much it's grown and just seeing how happy it's been. But now I'm just like, you're kind of a little much. You're kind of a lot. So I would love to keep growing that in here, but it just can't fit. So that one has been growing just on my windowsill, and yeah, she's living la vida loca. So anywho, I'm gonna do this off camera, but I'm just gonna clean up in here a little bit because there's pollen everywhere, there's dead euphorbia leaves, it's dusty. And then I think I'm not going to be doing any potting in this video, but I do think that maybe I'll take you guys on the floor and we'll just at least start chopping, because honestly I'm probably going to root all of these in water anyway. I just really hate chopping Hoyas because it's so messy. All the sap gets everywhere. So okay, I'm going to take a shot of espresso. I need to wake up. Oh, I don't even know where to start, you guys. Like, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed here. Okay, so I said I'm just gonna give this away, so I'm gonna just leave this as it is. This one, the potentially viola, the one of many violas. I think I'm going to, first off, bring you guys down a bit. You're so high. I am actually really excited to chop things up because there's just too much. There's just too much. Whoa. I want some of my trellises back for plants I like more in my collection. So this is the, what, maybe viola? One of many violas in my collection. Larissa! No. Hoya Larissa? I don't know if I have a Hoya Larissa. This thing is so tangled. Okay, so God, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What even is happening here? Look at how wild this is. Look at this. She's insane. I'm pretty sure Alice gave it to me like this long, and I just like wrapped it. And I'm pretty sure she gave this to me because she was stressed out at how large it had grown. Oh, well, this broke, so that's the perfect opportunity to chop. I'm gonna have sap all over the place. This is wild. This is dead, so let's just get rid of that. Stop. Stay away. Should I just chop this whole thing? Sure. I'm not 100% sure whether I'm going to be chopping things into like single or double nodes or whatever, but I'm just going to leave these for now as it is. I'll put all of my gatherings in here. Okay, so this one has been tamed. She's good. She looks fantastic. This I can deal with. I'm just gonna clip it to the side now. Sorry for the worst angle of all time. I'm so happy. I've never been so happy to chop something down. Okay, this is how Alice must feel when she's chopping in her tent. This is another one that I don't necessarily need all of this. So I'm gonna just chop down all the way down here. And I think I'm gonna keep this cutting and then get rid of this. Who else? Chop this guy back down. This is the Hoya Nicholsonia. No, this is the Hoya reverted Wilbur Graves. I'm going to sell all that, probably chop it up more. And look at my little plant. She's so humble. She's a humble queen. Oh, this one. My coriaceae. I never know how to say this. Coriaceae? Coriacea? I love how much this has grown, but these new leaves don't look great. So I'm gonna chop down here. Get rid of that. I need to repot this though, for real. I'm gonna do repotting off camera though, guys. I've had kind of a stressful day dealing with trying to schedule doctor's appointments and just like things. Like, it's a Tuesday, but it feels like a Monday, and I feel like I just need to like put a scary movie on in my plant room and decompress and play with my plants off camera. Plus, I'm like so boring today. Like, how are you guys not asleep? Like, seriously. Wake up. Wake up. I'm still here. I feel like I could chop back even more. But I kind of don't want to. It's kind of cute, but like, what's the end game? Like, again, what is the end goal with this? Like, am I trellising it in a circle? Is it just gonna grow up like Jack and the Beanstalk? What are we doing? I don't know. This one is too large. So I'm gonna chop her down to here. Actually, I feel like I could just chop this whole thing again. So I'm gonna chop back down there. I will sell this one, and then I think I'll just keep this down here. Chop here. Get rid of this. And then I think this will be my new plant. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to be chopping things. Who else wants it? Oh, this one. Oh, and my pachiclata. I thought I was done. I was like, all right, see you in the next one. Okay. This is a big deal, okay? I'm actually quite nervous. Not loving this new growth up here, so I'm not opposed to chopping this all back down. So I think I'll go down here. All of that. It looks really dumpstery still. This new leaf back here is huge. And I think this is a new leaf back here too. I can't even keep track. It's just growing so fast. Do I like this? I don't love it, but I kind of don't want to chop it anymore because I'm a little attached to these leaves. Look at how big this leaf is. I feel like it's not doing it justice on camera. These leaves are so humongous. Okay, that's all for that one. And then last guy I think I'm gonna be chopping is, come here, this pachiclata. I think this one is gonna bleed a lot. These stems are so thick, which is what actually makes it really, really difficult to tame because it's so thick and rigid. It's hard to bend. Okay, so I can already show you right here. We've got this long runner guy. I'm gonna chop it back to where I can see it, which is up here. And for what? Why? Why? Let's get rid of this. So that is gonna go. I'm honestly just gonna throw out this runner. I'm not even gonna bother. All of this can go. Oh, that one's growing, so maybe I'll just do it up here. Ah! All of that can go. Please don't fall over. Here comes the sap. It's gonna be so sticky. Oh no. This trellis situation is wild. Okay, I'm gonna remove this bottom arc of trellis because she's not really doing anything at this point. This one can go up here as such. Guys, it's so weird to not see any mealybugs. Like, after hoyapocalypse, yeah, I burned them, but I really burned them. Like, they never came back. I think this might be good for Apache. I feel like I don't need any more than this. Honestly, I could probably chop even more. It's just a question of like, do I want to? Do I want to? I don't like how wobbly this is. There's a part of me that kind of wants to chop this side here, like down to here. And then just leave it like this, but I'm feeling a bit indecisive. No, you know what? I'm gonna do it. It's giving me the ick, kind of. So I'm gonna chop down here. All of this is gonna go. Oh my gosh, the sap. No, I hate being sticky. So here's what it looks like now. Oh my gosh. It feels like Elmer's glue. Oh, I lost a leaf. Oh no. Okay, so honestly, I have like a pretty good Hoya purge here. Again, I'm gonna let my mom sift through this and see what she wants and doesn't want, and then the rest are out of here. But I'm feeling better. I kind of want to chop this thing down. I'm not liking this. I mean, they're kind of brand new. I should probably leave it. Fine. That will stay. Let me know some mint coin. Do I want to make any cuttings of this? Nah. Alright guys, so that's gonna be it. I chopped up a lot of Hoyas. I showed you guys how some of them are doing. They're doing okay, but this is why I don't do a ton of Hoya content, because I don't really know what to say. I don't really know what to offer you guys. Just, I guess, if, like, I do see all of your comments saying that there's Hoya people here, you want to see Hoya stuff, but what do I do? What do you guys want from me? But I hope you enjoyed this little update. I hope it's what you have been wondering about. If you have been wondering about how the Hoyas are doing, they're doing fine. They are growing like mad, as you can see. Right now I am fertilizing, sorry, I should have talked about this earlier, but I am using TPS1 in terms of a medium substrate fertilizer. And I also am foliar spraying with the Miracle-Gro orchid spray, as well as the TPS1 orchid fertilizer as well. And I probably foliar spray like once every other week or whenever I can remember. I also have been doing the alcohol sprays, not so much with the not Dr. Bronner's, not so much with the pure castile soap, but mostly just like 50-50 water and alcohol, just to ward away any mealybugs, flat mites, whatever else might be in here. I'm sure I have spider mite. I couldn't tell if that was spider mites on one of my Hoyas. I think it was this one down here. But in any case, yeah, I have been trying to be a bit more preventative in terms of keeping the creepy crawlers out of this Hoya cabinet. But overall, they're doing okay. And yeah, pretty happy with the growth this year. I probably should chop things back a little bit more. I think the Hoya avobada will be one plant that I really try and tackle in terms of getting tamed, and I will see if I can do that on camera. But yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. So thank you for watching another video. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you in the next one.